In this video, we're going to be simplifying radicals. To simplify a radical, the first step you're going to do is do a factor tree inside of the numbers in the radical. So we have 80, so a factor tree will tell us that 8 times 10 will give us 80. So we're just factoring out the multiplication of these two values, so we know that we would get 8 would be the same thing as 2 times 4. And we just keep doing that until we get nothing but prime numbers, meaning a number that we can't divide it any further. So 10 would be 2 and 5 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number, so we have 4 2's and 1 5. So once we've finished our factor tree, we're going to look for numbers that we see pairs. So we have 2 pairs of 2, we always put that on the right side. And then we have the single 5 right here. Because it's a single, it means that it's going to continue to be in the square root. Whenever we find a pair, we're going to remove that square root and just put that number in here. So we can simplify this, and the answer would be 2 times 2, which would be 4, times the square root of 5. Now another way to see this is that we can continue putting square root signs on this, but it does make it a little bit trickier. So what we end up having is square root of 2 times the 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 square root of 5. That would be the same thing as the square root of 80. So we know that square root of 2 times square root of 2 would be the square root of 4 times another square root of 4 times another square root of 5. So we know the square root of 4 is 2 times the square root of 5. So again, if we simplify that out, you get 4 square root of 5. However, I find it's just an easier way to remove the square root and look for those pairs to get a simplified answer. So let's use the shortcut to solve for the square root of 250. We know that 10 and 25, if you multiplied, would be 250. We can simplify 10 out. We know that 2 times 5 is 10. We know that 25 is 5 times 5. So it looks like we got one pair. We got a single 2 and a single 5. So since we have a pair, we'll put that out here. Then we'll take a square root, and whatever doesn't have a pair, we put it in here. So now multiplying that out, we're going to have 5 times the square root of 2 times 5, which would be 10. So our answer is 5 square root of 10.